Good day everyone, welcome to JD's channel. Today, we're going to discuss another topic. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thank you and God bless. Good day everyone, welcome again to JD's channel, and for today's topic, we are going to discuss per unit values of the alternator parameter. So let's get started. Per unit values of alternator parameter. Per unit value of any quantity is defined as the ratio of quantity to its base value expressed as decimal. So here class, we have a single phase system. To get the base current is equals to S base over ng E base. And then to get the base impedance is equals to E base over ng I base equals also to E base squared over ng S base. Equal also to E base quantity squared over ng S base. For three-phase system, base current is equals to S base over ng square root ng 3 multiplied by E base. Base impedance is equals to E base quantity squared over ng S base. For three-phase system again, to get the per unit resistance or the percent resistance is equals to armature resistance per phase over ng C base. Equals also to S base multiplied by armature resistance per phase over ng S base quantity squared. To get the per unit reactance or the percent reactance is equals to the armature reactance over ng C base. Also equals to S base multiplied by armature reactance per phase over ng E base quantity square. So also equals to I base squared multiplied by armature reactance over ng S base. Then class, here are the parameters, their meaning, and their units. So S base is the rated apparent power of the alternator, that is in volt ampere. E base is the rated line-to-line voltage of the alternator in volts. I base is the rated line current of alternator in ampere. RPU or the per unit resistance or percentage resistance. XPU or the per unit reactance or percentage reactance. So those are the formulas, parameters, their units, their meaning. So we go now, class, to the sample problems para may apply natin yung ating mga natutunan kanina. For sample problem number 1, determine the per phase nominal impedance of a 30 MVA 15 kilovolt 3-phase alternator. So, class, atin munang suriin itong ating problem. Okay? At ihanda nyo na rin ang inyong mga calculator, ballpen, at notebook. Sabay-sabay po tayo magsusolve. So, for the given class, for the given, E base is equals to 15 kilovolts or 15,000 volts. S base is equals to 30 MVA or 30 times 10 to the 6 PA. For the required class, we are going to find the Z base. Formula to be used, Z base is equals to E base quantity squared over ng S base natin. So we go now class to the solution. So ito yung ating formula class. Z base is equals to E base quantity squared over ng ating S base. And then class, i-substitute na natin yung mga given nating values. So, ayan. So S base is equals to 15,000 volts or 15 kV over ng 30 times 10 to the 6 VA or the 30 MVA. And then, input lang natin sa calcu and ano yung ating magiging sagot class. So, the value of our Z base would be, ayan, 7.5 ohms. So, yan po yung ating sagot. And now, i-check natin kung tama ba yung ating sagot. Okay, for the final answer, we have the 7.5 ohms for the Z base. Sample problem number 2. A generator is rated 100 megawatt, 13.8 kV, and 90% power factor. The effective resistance to ohmic resistance ratio is 1.5. The ohmic resistance is obtained by connecting two terminals of Y-connected windings to a DC source of 6 volts. The current drawn is 87.6 amperes. What is the percent effective resistance? So muli class, ating suriin ang ating problem and ayan. So ano ba yung mga given natin? So given, we have the EDC that is 6 volts, the IDC that is 87.6 ampere, the ratio of RA effective to the ohmic resistance that is 1.5 of RA, the P base that is 100 megawatt, the E base that is 13.8 kV, and the power factor that is 0.9. For the required class, we are asked to find the percent resistance. For the formula to be used, percent resistance is equal to S base multiplied by the RA or the resistance, armature resistance per phase over ng ating E base quantity squared. Solution, finding the RT. RT is equals to EDC over ng IDC. Then class, i-substitute na natin yung ating mga value. So, EDC is 6 and IDC that is 87.6. And then, ano yung ating magiging sagot for RT? RT would be 0.06849315,086 ohms. Next one is finding RA. RA is equals to RT over ng 2. And then yung ating nakuhang value ng RT, i-substitute lang natin class over ng 2. So we have 0.06849315,086 over ng 2. The value of our RA is equals to 0.03424657,534 ohms. So that as the value of RA. Next one is finding the RA effective, yung ating ratio kanina. So, RA effective is equals to 1.5 RA. So, substitute lang natin yung nakuha nating value ng RA dito, class. So, RA effective is equals to 1.5 multiplied by 0.0342465753 and the value of RA effective would be 0.05136986301 ohms. The next one, class, is finding the percent resistance. Percent resistance is equals to S base multiplied by yung nakuha nating RA effective na class ang ating gagamitin over ng ating S base. Ngayon, class, based dun sa ating given, wala naman tayong S base. Ano po? So ngayon, class, ang magiging formula natin ngayon dito, pwede nating i-extract from S base yung ating ibang given doon. So, paano daw yon? So, ito, class, paghihiwalay natin sila. So, ito yung mangyayari, class. Diba yung ating S base? Okay, so balikan natin yung knowledge natin sa power formula. So, diba ang S base natin is equals, or yung ating apparent power is equals to yung ating P over ng ating power factor. So, ito yung, class, yung ating S, and then hiniwalay natin siya doon sa original formula, and then ito na yon, yung RA over ng E base quantity squared. And then, itong ating P base at power factor is available dun sa ating given. So ngayon, class, i-substitute na natin ngayon. So yung ating P base, that is 100 megawatt or 100 times 10 to the 6 watts over ng ating 0.9 power factor, and then yung ating nakuhang RA kanina, yung ating RA effective, that is 0.05136986301 over ng 13.8 kV natin, that is 13.8 times 10 to the third power, ayan, quantity squared. And then, i-multiply lang natin siya by 100, class, para maging in percent na siya, in percentage na. Okay, so ano yung ating magiging sagot? So, our final answer for the percent resistance is 2.9971%. So ito, class, naka-round off na to sa 4 decimal places. Okay, ngayon, class, i-check natin if tama ba yung ating sagot na ito. For the final answer, so we have the percent IR, that is 2.9971%. Tama naman tayo, class. So that would be all for this tutorial. So I hope na you get something and you learn something from this tutorial. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials. So thank you, class, and God be all the glory. So thank you, and keep safe, everyone. God richly bless you.